That's fucking crazy.
We're fucked.
We're fucked.
We're fucked, man. Anybody who doesn't think we're fucked isn't paying attention. It's going to get super weird.
Yeah.
And how much of that are they going to use on us in the news?
Welcome to Rogan Recap Show, where we squeeze a 1 hour and 52-minute conversation into about 15 minutes so you catch the big ideas, the wild moments, and the takeaways in one quick hit. This week, comedian Ehsan Ahmad returns to the JRE, joining Joe Rogan for a sprawling, unfiltered discussion. From the inner workings of the Austin comedy scene to the unsettling implications of deepfakes and the shadowy world of political corruption, this episode is a deep dive into the state of modern reality. Ehsan and Joe explore the unsettling question: what if everything we believe about the world is wrong? From ancient scripts to modern headlines, the truth is stranger than fiction. And the biggest secrets might be hiding in plain sight if you know where to look. First up, let's talk about the Austin comedy scene. Ehsan, a veteran comedian, offers a rare insider's perspective on what it's really like at the mothership and beyond. He pushes back against the idea that Austin is a walled garden, arguing that much of the criticism comes from outside, from those not engaging with the local talent. For Ehsan, the rigorous environment, especially the challenging cold open spots, is what forges truly great comics. It's a trial by fire that makes the jokes sharper and the performers more resilient.
It's because the opening spots suck, but like they make you better. It's the ones that suck that make you better.
It's definitely, well, you realize like where the sloppy parts of your bits are, where like you're saying them, you're like, ew.
Right.
You know, like it gets you, you're like, ooh.
Right.
Like whereas when the crowd's popping and they're laughing at everything they want to laugh, you can get that through and it'll actually get a laugh. But then when like it's quiet and it's the beginning of the show, you realize, oh, this bit sucks.
Right. Like,
I got to bring this bit to the garage.
Yeah. I gotta not put it up front. What was I thinking?
I got to tighten this motherfucker up. But it's, you know, there's plenty of other spots. That's the beautiful thing. I mean, we're running 4 shows a night, every night. And and
there's so much around the scene. There's so much. I was telling someone in LA, it's like, oh, if I chose not to get up 10 spots in front of an audience member in a week at the very least, then I chose that because it's so easy to just go out and get spots.
There's so
with
many spots.
People and like there's around in downtown alone there's like 12 dedicated comedy rooms. It's insane.
Did you see, was it Rappaport that got kicked off of a show at Cap City? They canceled his show?
They canceled Rappaport.
And let me see what the post was, because they said something like there's another big club that will have you or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, are they insinuating that we would have him and that he's racist and we would have him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They assume the mothership is full of racist people.
They don't.
Yeah, people do.
But the guy that owns that is the guy that owns Helium.
Yeah, but no, not just that. I think that's pervasive around comedy for sure.
It's nonsense. They're pretending they think that. There's no way they think that. If you just look at the lineup, there's
no one's looking at the lineup. They're really like, oh, Joe and Tony support Trump, so this must be filled with racist people. That's what it is.
What did they say? Could you pull up the?
Yeah, it has to. I mean,
I think they phrased it in an interesting way. So, Austin for Palestine Coalition.
That's a Rappaport. Is pretty funny.
That's a Rappaport.
That's actually pretty funny.
He's done canceled. Thank you.
This running with weights mentality, as Joe puts it, forces comedians to constantly refine their craft, making the Austin scene a unique monster-making factory that breeds talent. It's a counter-narrative to the idea that the scene is insular or exclusive, highlighting the sheer grind and dedication required. Next, Joe and Ehsan grapple with the increasingly blurred lines between truth and fiction in our digital age. With the rise of AI and deepfake technology, discerning what's real has become a monumental challenge. They discuss how easily manipulated content can spread, making even official records questionable.
Crazy.
We're getting to the point where like surveillance videos won't be admissible in court. Like it's gonna be up to there.
It'll all have to be on the blockchain. But even that, like, I don't understand the blockchain.
Yeah.
Do you? Who knows if that can be manipulated?
Yeah.
See if you can find that video of, because there was one performer who did a series of different people from Stranger Things. He did like Elle from Stranger Things and Mike from and it's fucking nuts. It's the same person just moving their hands around and talking, and they look exactly like the other person.
Right. So now you're seeing heavily manipulated content. Like you, unless you go out of your way to look for another opinion, you're just going to become entrenched in your own opinion. That's sort of the problem with what's happening right now. Is like,
or entrenched in the opinion that they want to promote.
Yes, they want to promote. You're just sort of like, oh, you're just being fed this constant line of like bullshit. You got to do some like algorithm cleanses. That's what like fuck like you know how like, you go on juice cleanses. You got to do that with your algorithm. You gotta.
I think honestly, what you got to do is stay offline.
Yeah,
you're gonna get got no matter what. Your algorithm is eventually gonna catch you again. It's like I'm gonna do a little heroin this time,
right.
And then next thing you know, you're a full-on heroin junkie again.
Right.
But for me, it's like there's so many videos of people getting killed by alligators and lions that are fake, and they just look a little off. Like the lion jumps in the car and pulls them out. You're like, no. You're like, something's wrong with this.
The way people react. Right now, the reactions of people in the background don't match.
Right.
That's what's because it used to be.
They argue that our algorithms, designed to show us what we already agree with, create echo chambers, leading to a desensitization to shocking events and a constant need to take a side on every issue. This digital isolation, paradoxically, makes shared news events the only common ground left, fueling division. Our first deep dive takes us into the enduring mystery of the Epstein files and the uncomfortable questions they raise about power and accountability. Joe and Ehsan revisit the case, focusing on the glaring inconsistencies, particularly the absence of identified Johns in Ghislaine Maxwell's conviction. They question how a sex trafficking conviction can stand without identifying who the victims were trafficked to, suggesting a deliberate cover-up to protect powerful individuals.
It's like if I was Ghislaine's lawyer, I'd be like, to who? To who? Like, how did he not do that? Like, you want to tell me there's some sort of a compromised trial. How do you not have a lawyer that goes, who did she sex traffic to?
Right. That's clearly there's some sort of backdoor deal that was like, hey,
because you
spend this time in jail and we won't kill you.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Or also, she's working with them.
Right.
How do you?
That too, yeah.
How do you have? I mean, in any way, shape, or form, how do you have a person convicted of a crime when there's like, especially that kind of a crime, where there's a person that hires you or gives you money or that you use to get influence from, and then you sex traffic to them. So there's another person involved, and that other person is completely eliminated from the trial because what? Because they're billionaires? Because they're heads of state? Like,
yeah, they're powerful enough.
Prominent scientists? What is going? Like, how is that okay? That doesn't even make sense that you could get through a whole trial like that.
Yeah, but I think that's just I was saying this earlier. I think this is just a function of government. These like intense like blackmail sex rings that everyone just kind of gets away with it.
Oh yeah, it seems like
it just happens over and over again.
But it's like, look at it this way: like, imagine if you were selling hash,
right?
And you had like pounds and pounds of hash at your house, and you've been selling hash, and you got caught selling hash. And they charge you with distribution, and you're like, okay, but distributed to who? Because you're only selling to like rich, famous people.
Right.
You're only selling to like heads of J.P. Morgan. You're selling all your hash.
This leads to a broader discussion about how such high-level corruption seems to be an inherent function of government, with powerful figures often escaping consequences due to their influence. The recent blocking of further file releases only reinforces this skepticism, leaving lingering questions about who is truly being protected. For our second deep dive, we journey into the realms of lost histories and hidden biological wonders. Joe and Ehsan explore the profound implications of lost languages and ancient artifacts, such as the enigmatic Voynich manuscript and the undeciphered Rongo Rongo script of Easter Island. They ponder how much human knowledge and history might have been lost forever, simply because it wasn't recorded in a way that survived or could be understood by future generations. This leads to a fascinating tangent about creatures thought long extinct, only to be rediscovered.
So the coelacanth is this crazy-looking dinosaur fish that is unchanged from, God, I want to say, tens of millions of years. I don't know how old, but when you look at it, you're like, yo, look at that thing. And then they caught one once. They caught it. Like, I don't know, it was a fishing net or a fishing boat, but they caught one. And then they realized, like, oh my God, these things are still alive. Like, we thought this was a part of the fossil record.
Damn.
And then they realized that there's parts of the ocean that we just haven't explored, and these things, and then they've caught a bunch of them since. And then other fishermen have caught them, but it's a very deep, deep sea creature that is really ancient.
And they found
How old is the coelacanth? Like, how long has it been around for?
Man. That's so.
I hope
that's
I'm
so,
saying the word right. It might
That's
be
so wild to not find one
coelacanth.
for years, and then all of a sudden you just find a bunch.
Well, they found a few.
Yeah.
Well, then now that they know they exist, they're looking in that
kinda
area.
know where to look
And then
for.
they're
Yeah,
fishing
yeah.
in that area, and they caught them. But
The rediscovery of the coelacanth, a dinosaur fish thought extinct for 66 million years, serves as a powerful reminder of how little we truly know about our planet and its deep past. It opens the door to imagining what other impossible creatures or lost civilizations might still exist, hidden from our modern understanding. Time for the Rogan Scorecard, where we give this episode a playful meta-review. First up, the curse-o-meter. With both Joe and Ehsan dropping F-bombs like they're going out of style, this one's a full Gordon Ramsay. Expect plenty of spicy language. Next, the rabbit hole rating. From Epstein to deepfakes to ancient scripts and dinosaur fish, this episode went everywhere. We're giving it an off-the-charts 10 out of 10. Prepare for some serious tangents. Finally, the guest coherence score. Ehsan kept pace with Joe's rapid-fire topic changes, offering sharp insights and holding his own. A solid 9 out of 10 for being articulate and grounded even when things got weird. If you just decoded the future of comedy, the truth about deepfakes, and the deepest conspiracies without burning 2 hours, hit like so other time poor Rogan fans can find it. Also, be sure to subscribe for more 15-minute breakdowns of every JRE episode, from stand-up legends to heavyweight scientists to full-tilt conspiracy theorists. We break it all down for you. Let us know in the comments, what was your biggest aha moment from this episode? And remember, you can find a link to the full Joe Rogan Experience episode in the description below. If Ehsan Ahmad's insights resonated with you, there's plenty more to explore from this sharp comedian. You can find his stand-up special, Too Soon, available right now on YouTube. It's a fantastic showcase of his unique comedic voice and the material he's honed in the demanding Austin scene. Ehsan is also a regular at the Mothership in Austin, and you can often catch him performing there, or on the popular Bottom of the Barrel show, where he dives into even more wild and unfiltered topics. He's a comedian who isn't afraid to tackle complex ideas with humor and intelligence, making his work a perfect complement to the JRE. Check out his social media and tour dates linked in the description. This episode with Ehsan Ahmad was a masterclass in navigating the modern world's complexities. It highlighted the critical need to question narratives, understand the forces shaping our information, and appreciate the communities that foster genuine talent and connection. From the rigorous proving ground of the Austin comedy scene to the unsettling implications of deepfakes and the persistent shadows of power, Joe and Ehsan remind us that truth is often elusive, and reality is far stranger than we imagine. It leaves us wondering, how do we truly discern what's real in an age of manufactured information? And what other hidden histories or undiscovered wonders still await us, just beyond the edge of our current understanding? Beyond these weekly recaps, don't forget we also produce Rogan Deep Dives. These roughly 30-minute topic anthologies synthesize high-impact clips from various JRE episodes, creating structured, entertaining narratives that explore Joe Rogan's stance on recurring themes like aliens, DMT, or ancient civilizations. It's the perfect way to get a comprehensive overview of Joe's most fascinating obsessions. So, hit that subscribe button to stay on top of all the best JRE insights and deep dives. All the links mentioned, including the full JRE episode, Ehsan special, and any relevant social media, are waiting for you in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next recap.